Happy blissful day to you, and how are you feeling today? How are you feeling? So, in today's video, I want to share with you how I use robotic affirmations to make over thousands of dollars every day. So, I just want to address a lot of questions that I've been getting as well, and I also want to just share why it is so effective. Why is robotic affirmations so effective, right? So as I shared with you guys, my introduction to robotic affirmations was through Neville Goddard. I'm actually going to find out. I know it. I've seen it in one of his books where he actually talks about saturating your mind for 3 days. You saturate your mind for 3 days, and then he then shares that after you've saturated your mind for 3 days, it has to show up, it has to manifest, it has to. So then I was like, okay, I'm just going to test it out, I'm going to try it out. And I did, and it did work. And then there's another lecture that Neville shares. One of his students saturated his mind for 16 hours. For 16 hours, one of his students saturated his mind for 16 hours. And after that, his student became a millionaire. And now the affirmation that his student used was, I'm just going to paraphrase here: I now have a lavish, steady, dependable income for mutual benefit and blah, 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 something like that. I'm just paraphrasing. But he only used that one affirmation. And afterwards, he became a millionaire. Now, the affirmation that I used for 3 days was, I always receive money out of thin air. I always receive money out of thin air. And after 3 days, now after the fourth day, I got inspired to play the lottery and I won. Now check this out. I want to share why I think, my opinion, why robotic affirmations are so effective. So what I want you to do, I just want you to indulge me for a second. I want you to only think and focus on the color red. Just focus on the color red. I want you to focus and think about the color red. See it in your mind, hear it, feel it. Just focus on the color red. Now, what is happening to you right now in your brain? Your reticular activation system got activated. And your reticular activation system is just your brain's filter. And what is happening right now in your brain is your brain is only filtering in the color red, and it's filtering out the rest of the colors. So the only thing that you are thinking about right now is just the color red. So now let's bring it to your desire. So if your desire is to manifest perfect health, and you are focusing on perfect health right now, and you say that I am perfectly healthy, I am perfectly healthy, I am perfectly healthy, what then happens is your reticular activation system gets activated, which is your brain's filter. So your brain is now only filtering in perfect health, perfect health, perfect health, perfect health. So what then happens is you are then getting and experiencing evidences of perfect health. So now your body is now all of a sudden reconditioning itself to perfect health. You see, now this applies to money as well. So you have to understand that there are infinite yous existing right now. So there's a rich you, a poor you, there is a happy you, a sad you, there's a single you, a married you existing right now. All you need to do is just choose which one you want, accept that you have it, and then you will then be shifted into that timeline. So for example, when I started using the affirmation that I make thousands of dollars every day, I make thousands of dollars every day, I make thousands of dollars every day. So what I did, I shifted into the version of myself who now makes thousands of dollars every day. And then I used robotic affirmations to remind myself that this is my new norm. In other words, this is my new story. And how I used robotic affirmations was in the mornings, in the afternoons, and in the evenings. And now I also need to share with you now, I no longer do it morning, noon, and evening because my mind has already been saturated. I don't even want to do it anymore. I'm just like, when if I try to do it, I'm like, no, what am I doing? It's done already. It's done. I don't see the need of doing it because it's already me. It's who I am. I've already shifted into that reality because I've been doing it. I know you're going to ask, so Gabriel, how long did you do it? I think I did it for about, say, 3 to 4 weeks. But I don't feel like doing it now. The only thing that I'm doing now is just resting and relaxing in the knowingness, knowing that this, of course, this is my norm. Just before I go to sleep, so I created a guided meditation for myself where I just relax in the knowingness, knowing that this is my new norm, right? So that's the only thing. You know what? That I love that because that makes me feel so good. Because all I do, I just feel, the feelings of now being the person who makes thousands of dollars every day. And I go to sleep with that. That makes me feel freaking amazing. That fulfills me. That makes me feel whole. That makes me feel like $1 million, man. Whew. I love that. So, but with regards to robotic affirmations, I don't see the need of doing it anymore because I've already shifted and I see the results as well. So this video was simply just to share with you why it's so effective. Because if you start using robotic affirmations right now, your brain is going to filter in that. You're only going to focus on that, and then you're going to start seeing evidences of it. But I need to share with you that when you do use robotic affirmations, make sure you use it from a place of already having your desire. So for example, if your desire is to make $1,000 or ideal marriage or ideal partner or SP or perfect health, you first want to accept that you have it now, and then use your favorite tool, method, or technique to remind you that you are now the person who has it. So in this case, you use robotic affirmations. And when you do use robotic affirmations, just use one affirmation, because if you keep it simple, that affirmation is going to start lingering in your mind. You're going to find yourself washing dishes or in the shower or going for a walk, and you just hear your brain playing the record. I always make thousands of dollars a day. I always make thousands of dollars a day without you even doing anything. Because you've been doing it for so long, and now it starts lingering in your mind. And when you get to that stage, know that your 3D is showing you now evidences of that. As I said, everything already exists right now. The millionaire you exists right now. The married you exists right now. The single you exists right now. The moment you accept your desire, you are now shifting into that new timeline, that new reality. And you then just remind yourself that, yep, this is my new norm, this is who I am. This is my new norm, this is who I am. This is my new norm, this is who I am. And then your 3D conforms and shows you the evidences of your acceptance. So in other words, your acceptance wills the means. So the moment you accept that you have it now, your 3D then reflects it. But also remember, manifestation is instant. It's not a process. Manifestation is instant. It is not a process. Why? Because the only real reality is your imagination. Consciousness is the only real reality. Consciousness is the only core substance of reality. So when you accept it right now in your imagination, it's done. It is done. There's no process involved. This 3D reality that you are perceiving right now is a reflection. It simply reflects your imagination. It reflects your mind. So when you accept that you have your desire right now, it's a done deal. Now your job is to remain faithful to this new reality, to this new story, to this new concept. You want to remain faithful. You do not want to contradict yourself, and the 1 minute you accept that you have it, and then later on you act like you don't have it. The 1 minute you're hot, and later on you're cold. You cannot serve two masters. You either have it or you don't. That's it. You either have it or you don't. So you want to ensure that you remain faithful to your wish fulfilled until it hardens into fact. Now, the beautiful thing about the law of assumption, you accept that you already have it. You accept that you already have it. So you don't need to stress, you don't need to worry, you don't need to fret, because you already have it. Now you get to chill, listen to your favorite music, watch your favorite show, because you already have it. Now, if you have thoughts of, oh, so how is it going to come? And when is it going to come? That doesn't make sense, because you already have it. Your imagination is the only real reality. If you accept it right now in your imagination, it is done. That's the reason why Abdullah, Neville Goddard's mentor, told him that you are already in Barbados. And Neville is like, what? What are you talking about? I'm in New York. He's like, you are already in Barbados and you're in first class. And he slammed the door. Because Abdullah knew and understood that the real world, there's only one reality, and that's in the imagination. So if you accept right now that you are in sunny Cape Town at these beautiful beaches, guess what? You are here. Because the only real reality is in your imagination. Now check this out. When you stick to the fact that you are already in Cape Town, your 3D automatically conforms to this reality. You don't have to worry about the how. Your job is to enjoy the now. Be grateful for right now. Be grateful for your hat, for your hoodie, for this couch, for the roof over your head, for your health, for water, for electricity, for Wi-Fi. When you are grateful for what you have right now, it immediately shifts you from a state of lack to a state of abundance, to a state of having, state of prosperity. And that makes you feel so good. Makes you feel so good. So just to recap, how I use robotic affirmations is simply to remind myself that I already have my desire. So right now, I can choose to use robotic affirmations to start making tens of thousands of dollars every day. But I don't want to do that now because my time, I value my time, because if I'm going to do that, then it means that I'm going to be so busy during the day. and I will not have time to spend with my family and go on the beach and stuff like that because of how the coaching is structured at the moment. Unless I change a few things. But at the moment if I start accepting that I now make tens of thousands of dollars every day, and then the workload is going to get more because of how it's structured at the moment. It's only if I tweak it and make a few changes, and then I can do that. But then you see, I'm trying now to figure out the how, and that's not smart. So you don't want to do that. Don't try to figure out the how. Just go right to the end and accept that you have it. The how will get sorted out by the infinite intelligence which is within you, which is the awareness, consciousness, the I am. You see, you're not just your body, you're not just your mind, you're not just your thoughts, your feelings, but you are that innate power that is within you that allows your heart to beat right now. Now that power is within you and it's around you as well. That power is actually what is sorting out the how for you. You just need to surrender to that power and know that that power has got your back. Whatever you want to call the power, God, universe, consciousness, awareness, I am, whatever you want to call that power, just know that it's within you. It's not outside of you. The outside world is just a mirror. Outside world is fake. Neville Goddard calls it echo, a shadow. It's fake. The outside world is just a simulation. It's not real. The only thing that's real is your imagination, consciousness, awareness. That's it. And that should be freaking good news for you, because you don't need anything outside of you. You don't need anyone's approval. You do not need anyone's validation. All you need is just your imagination. When you accept right now that you have it in your imagination, it's money in the bank. It's money in the bank. Unfortunately, a lot of people think that their imagination is Mickey Mouse and it's child's play. They simply do not believe that the imagination creates. Which why we've got free resources for you guys, right? When you click in the link in the description, there is a challenge to prove to you that your imagination is God and it creates. And that's a free challenge. So you can just click in the link in the description. And if you need my one-on-one help and assistance, you can also click in the link in the description. Especially if you're an entrepreneur or business owner, I can help you take your business, to the next level. Or if you have any other goal and you need that one-on-one, assistance, you can also click in the link in the description. Having said that, keep smiling, enjoy your blissful day, and I'll catch you in the next one.